Hey Joe, I realize you got a jacket on. Is it cold in here?
Yeah, because we're talking about the BRRRR method today. So the BRRRR method, Jonathan, what is the first, what does that represent?
So that's when you're buying an investment property.
It feels like Sesame Street in a lot of ways, right? So that's B for buy, right? So buy. What is kind of the metrics we like in order to complete the BRRRR that we'll walk through here?
So a basic rule of thumb is to buy something that is 70% of the value that you think the home will be worth after fixing it. But investors have different models, I guess you would say.
Yeah, the ones we work off of is 70% of ARV. ARV stands for after repair value. So like he said, once you've put your money in, what is that property worth? And you're going to times that by 0.7. And then what happens? We take our repairs off it, right? It's going to give us what we call a MAO, our maximum allowable offer. The most we're willing to pay is going to be 70% of the ARV minus the repairs, and that's what our maximum price is. Of course, you can always offer less, and you want to make sure you get the deal, and we'll walk into why that's important here shortly. So what would in the R, what's next on the list?
Rehab. Got to figure out what exactly the property needs to get it up to that standard.
Our recommendation is when you go into rehab, you want to really build your team, right? So you need a contractor as a part of your team, unless you're going to do all of it yourself and you are a contractor. You need to walk a contractor through some properties and really get an assessment of what stuff costs. And we call that almost underwriting the deal. So you're walking through the different to underwrite it to figure out whether or not the math makes sense. Because at the end of the day, this is just a giant math equation. So rehab to understand what you need to do in order to get it up to your rental rates and be able to bring it to a property living standard that minimizes the amount of vacancy that you have.
Absolutely.
Because vacancy is when things go wrong on a property that you may not anticipate. So what's the next R stand for?
So next you're looking at renting. One of the big things to keep in mind is whether or not you're going to manage that property yourself or hire out the property management.
Property managers really understand the dynamics of what's happening in the market, because the top property managers are leasing property every single day.
Absolutely.
So nobody has a better pulse of, can you get more money? Should you be offering less? And minimizing what you need to do in order to minimize your vacancy rate. Vacancies when you have break-ins, when you have things that, all the downsides of being a landlord. So allow the professionals to be a professional. That's my general take. And then you stay focused on finding the next deal. So what is the next R, Jonathan?
So next is we're looking to refinance. You want to figure out or how to pull out the cash that you invested into the property to get it up to that standard of renting.
Yeah, so you have your down payment, you have your rehab costs that are in there. So at this point, you've got a fair amount of investment in there. And what you're looking to do is maximize your return on investment and get your money back so you can go do the next deal, right? So when you refinance, you're working off the new value of the property after you've done the fix-ups, which then gives you a new number to pull money out of. And we actually have a sneaky trick on how not to pay for cash out and have that be a rate and term. So when we give you a consultation, we'll walk you through how to do that. So what's the next one?
Well, the next one is the most exciting part, is to repeat.
Yep.
Do it all over again.
If you did it right, you have almost all your money back. So it then allow you to go and do the next property. And the unique thing is, depending on the market, depending on the rentals, depending on your interest rate, depending on these factors, the new rental is actually helping you on the next. Your previous rental is actually helping you on your next rental, because it's reducing your debt to income ratio, which is weird to think about because you just took on more debt. But because the income exceeds what the debt is, you've actually helped you qualify for more for the next property. Why we call it the BRRRR method. And you can keep doing that, and you can actually get up to 10 of them, and then you can find some private portfolio lenders that allow you to go beyond 10. So if you have any questions, we'd love to kind of walk you through the BRRRR method and help you find some investment properties and help you build your wealth like we are personally. So reach out to the dealer group. Love to chat with you. Thank you.